It's time for some holiday fun. It's geeking time. The holiday season. Christmas, New Year, it's the best time of year I find. I've done a lot of holiday videos on my channel in the past, and I thought it would be a lot of fun this year to do just some compilations for you guys. There will be some new videos at the end of the month, so stick around for that. But for now, let's take a look at some compilation for you guys. So grab your festive snack, grab your eggnog, let's get into the compilation. Tis the season for a Christmas-related figure review. I don't know why I'm getting to this one just now, but it is the holiday season. I'm going to review and unbox the Mickey Mouse Happiest of holidays to all you guys out there. So what are you guys doing for the holidays? You guys got anything planned? I got another video planned, and if it came out already before this, then disregard what I'm saying. So that's only going to be 2 videos for the holiday season that I have. I tried to make more, but time is never of the essence with Boomer the Nerd, so I do as much as I can. I want to get this one out for you guys because I want to have at least some Christmas content. Now, the importance of this pop you're looking at right here. This here is a pop that was released, I believe, does it say the date? I don't know if it says the date. It just says copyright Disney. I think this was released in like 2019, this was released. So, this here was a pop that belonged to my mother. You may have seen it many moons ago when I did a haul video that I did. Anyways, in one of my haul videos, it was just after my mom passed, I showed off some of the stuff that I collected from her. I got a really cool holiday Barbie from her, which is always on display. We always put out at Christmas time. Not gonna review that because that I want to keep nice in the box. I also got a pop of hers of a Coca-Cola polar bear, because she loved those Coca-Cola bears. And the other thing I grabbed was this right here, which Disney and Christmas was my mom's 2 favorite things in the world. So I had to grab this, and the reason why I'm unboxing and reviewing with you guys right now, a 3-year-old pop, is because it's Christmas time, and I wanted to do something Christmas related, as I mentioned before. That being said, it's kind of a cool looking pop, actually. So this is what the box looks like. You got Santa Mickey on the side, little head of his on the bottom, and the head of Mickey up at the top there. That's just what it looks like on the bottom. And then on the back, it shows you the other ones in this set. Now you got Mickey Mouse, you've got Minnie Mouse, you've got Winnie the Pooh, and you got Piglet. I know for a fact my wife would have probably loved that Winnie the Pooh Christmas pop, because she finds Winnie the Pooh cute. So that's pretty much it. If you guys are wondering, yes, I already watched the Mickey Christmas Carol this year. That is an absolute must-watch for me every single year, is the Mickey's Christmas Carol. Any Christmas Carol film is a must-watch for me. Even when it comes to Scrooged, Muppets Christmas Carol. You know what? I've never watched the Alastair Sim Christmas Carol, so maybe that's one that I got to start watching. That's besides the point. Now, let's get Mr. Mickey out of the packaging here. I'm going to try to do this very delicately because we have him on display right now for Christmas, so I figured it'd be really cool to show him off. Okay, there we go. And let's put the packaging. Oh, there we go. So let's grab this as well. Put the packaging to the side here. Okay, first things first. There's a nice tree insert on the inside with him. Put that right there for now. And then Mickey comes inside the plastic packaging, but he does not have a stand. Some of them do, some of them don't. Let's see if he stands nicely. Oh, he stands pretty well, actually. Look at that. I'm gonna just move the plastic off to the side. Stands really nicely, especially if you want to display him in front of the winter background. That's really cool. I do apologize. I've got my Nutcracker here off to the side. He's helping me with this video today. I'm addicted. Every holiday season, I collect Nutcrackers in honor of my grandfather. So I think I started collecting them about 5 years ago, and every season I've collected at least 1 or 2 Nutcracker for the holidays, guys. It's becoming a real problem. A problem that I'm okay with, though, because, like I said, it's honoring my grandfather, and it's a tradition. Pretty much everybody in the family gets Nutcrackers. So that being said, I'm sidetracking. Here is the pop of Mickey Mouse, and he's very nice, and one would say very cute. So they got him down really nice as Santa Claus. Got the nice little, the mistletoe, I believe that's what it's called. Anyways, some of the stuff for Christmas I'm not too sure of. He's got a nice bell in his hand. I like the Santa hat up there. And then he turn him around. It's really detailed too on the back. Even the belt buckle is really nice and detailed. Is there any imprints on his feet? No, not really. But he's a really nice looking pop. And honestly, if you can still get your hands on some of these Disney Christmas theme pops, and you are a fan of Christmas, like you love Christmas a lot, Christmas is your thing, go out and grab them. Like if these ones here on the back are still available and you love these characters, go grab them. They're really nice. They're a very nice thing to have in your collection. My wife just sneezed, by the way. I don't know if she realized that I caught that, but yeah, she sneezed. Anyways, yeah, no, if you guys can get yourself some of these Christmas pops, that would be really nice to have. I know that there's also the Marvel Christmas pops that look like gingerbread men. Those are kind of cool too. They're not kind of pops that you would have on display all the time, but like to display them at Christmas time, I think to myself, like, why not? They're, cool to have out on display. But lo and behold, that's it for today. I just want to do this very quick Christmas themed pop unboxing and review of Santa Mickey Mouse. Like I said, this was my mother's pop, and that's why I really wanted to do this for you guys. I could have also done the Coca-Cola polar bear, but that didn't really seem too Christmassy to me, because the Coca-Cola polar bears I think were around all season long, so it's not really Christmas, that to be said. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I know most of you guys probably won't be watching this because it's a Christmas pop video, but if you did, thanks a lot, and let me know what you guys thought of this review.
Hi, everybody. Come meet my special Disney friends. We're here. We're all here.
Now only at Hardee's when you buy any sandwich, fries, and Coca-Cola. Get a Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, or Uncle Scrooge stuffed toy for only $1.99. Collect all 5. A great gift value for kids of all ages.
It's here, it's all here at Hardee's.
So I had to put Mickey back in the box, and before I do the outro, I got to say something. My wife pointed out something very interesting to me, that the Coca-Cola bears were very much synonymous with the holidays. So I didn't really catch that. I thought it was all year long, but whatever. If you guys want to see what it looks like, here's a photo up in the corner. That's what the pop looks like. So they're nice. I mean, I believe it's the flocked one too that my mom had. So that was really cool. So yeah, I just wanted to drop that little bit of knowledge. Now let's get out of here and do the outro.
Tonight on Disney, the joyous holiday classic returns. Christmas is a time for giving.
I say, bah, humbug.
When the ghost of Christmas past,
I thought you'd be taller.
the ghost of Christmas present,
That's me.
and the ghost of Christmas future all teach Uncle Scrooge about the meaning of Christmas in the third edition Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yup.
Thank you so much for sticking around and watching the video. If you guys did, really appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys watching my videos and sticking around and supporting me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of you guys out there. I'm going to get out of here. I'm not going to keep you too long for this outro. All I'm going to say is this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm out of here. I'm going to go watch my musts for the holiday season. SpongeBob Christmas. Watch that every year. Santa Claus is coming to town. Gotta watch that every year. And one of my all-time favorites, you guys saw me show off the figure in my most recent haul that I did out of Town Hall. Jingle All the Way. A lot of people hate this one. A lot of people find it stupid, but I am an absolute big fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this movie is like basically my all-time favorite Christmas family comedy. I love this movie so much. All right. What are you guys watching for Christmas? What are your traditions to watch for Christmas time? I also love to watch the Angry Video Game Nerd Christmas episodes. Same thing for the Nostalgia Critic Christmas episodes. I also try to dabble in finding TV show specials like Power Rangers, of course I do. But even, like, my wife loves Garfield and she loves the Charlie Brown Christmas, so we watch that every year. And the one that we always watch every single year without skipping a beat, we always watch Love Actually, and we always watch the Mr. Bean Christmas special. So that's what's going on in our household. Let me know what you guys are watching. Let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know what you guys think of the Mickey Mouse Pop. Show some holiday love and comment down below if you can. Happy holidays to all of you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, happy holidays in general to all of you guys out there. Whichever holiday you celebrate, I wish you the happiest of holiday. Thank you so much for joining my channel, for being a part of my channel, for watching all these videos. And if I don't see you guys in time for the next video or another extra bonus holiday video that I'll be doing before the new year, I want to wish you all, again, happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in the new year. 'Tis the season to watch Christmas movies and Christmas specials. It's geeking time. I would like to extend a warm welcome back to all of you who watch my silly, nonsensical videos. Today's video, I'm in the Christmas spirit, guys. I'm in the holiday mood, so I figured today would be a really fun video to do. This is basically all the Christmas movies and specials that I have on Blu-ray and DVD. So I figured it'd be a really cool video today to just basically show off what I have in my collection when it comes to Christmas movies and Blu-rays. These are all ones that I absolutely love. And there are a lot that I still have yet to get. I'll get to those ones later on in the video. But for today, because I'm in such a holiday and such a festive mood, I think it would be fun to go over everything in my collection. I know that I've repeated myself now, which is really redundant. But, I try to do things to make you guys laugh. So anyways, that being said, it's a pretty nice little stack I have here. This has been stuff that I've accumulated over the last couple of years with my wife. Some stuff that we've accumulated all together. So yeah, that being said, let's just get straight in it. First of all, honorable mentions. I'm going to show off my wife's stuff. So her, well, this is sliding upside down and apparently was not put back in properly. This is her film, Almost Christmas. It's an alright film, but she liked it a lot. So I think I grabbed it for like $6 or something. So there's that. And then this as well for her is the Nick Picks Holiday. It's got some SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents. Some really cool stuff. You can see back here all the cool episodes. So yeah, I just want to start off with those. And now this is my pile here. So first off the bat is, let me just move this a bit to the side here. First off the bat is It's a Wonderful Life. This is a fantastic film. This is a classic. I absolutely love this film, and I personally love black and white films too. I love the Universal Monsters movies. I have yet to show this one to my wife, so this holiday season, hope if the video is up and we watched it already, then we've watched it. But at the time of this filming, she has yet to see this movie, so I cannot wait to show her this film. So I love It's a Wonderful Life. When I bought this film, actually, which is really cool, there was a little Christmas ornament that came with it. So that was really neat. Very fantastic film, and if you've never seen it and you do love those old school movies, I highly recommend watching it. Next is one that belongs to both my wife and I. This is Love Actually. We tend to watch this every Christmas when we put up our tree, when we do our decorations. It's our tradition to watch this film, so love this movie a lot. One that I need to watch every single year, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Now, this is the 45th anniversary on Blu-ray. I just absolutely love this movie. A lot of people tell me that I look like a young Santa Claus just because of the way my beard is, and because of my stomach, but that's besides the point. I absolutely love it. I don't know what it is. Rudolph is a great one, and so is Frosty. But for me, when it comes to like those Rankin and Bass ones, even the years without Santa Claus, I always go to Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I don't know what it is about this movie. I just absolutely love it. Okay, get that out of the way. we've got The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, a lot of people categorize this one as a Halloween movie. Some people categorize it as a Christmas movie. I'd say it's both. I like to watch it during Christmas, though. I'm going to most likely be watching this one. I missed it last year. I didn't get to watch it last year. So I'm going to take a look at it this year for sure. Then we've got one that I also watch every single year, which is the SpongeBob SquarePants Christmas, the original Christmas special. So this is a fantastic one. If you've ever seen this one, it's really fun. It's really funny. And at least on the DVD, which is really cool, is a whole bunch of other winter-themed episodes from SpongeBob. So I absolutely love SpongeBob. It's one of my favorite cartoons ever. And this is a must-watch for me every single holiday season. All right, up next is an alternative Christmas movie, Gremlins. This is, okay guys, like we all know, Gremlins is amazing. You don't even need to watch Gremlins during the holidays. You can watch Gremlins anytime during the year, but it's set at Christmas. So for me, this is a Christmas movie. I had this debate with my mother every single year, even leading up to her passing. I had this debate with her every year. Gremlins is a Christmas movie. She always said to me, it's not a Christmas movie. So I turned around and I said to her, that's okay. Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. We had a good laugh over it. So I love Gremlins. And if you love, some freaky movies, but like some of those oddball family horror movies and you've never seen Gremlins, I highly suggest watching it. It's a fun movie to watch during the holiday seasons. That's for sure. Christmas Vacation is one of my all-time favorite Christmas films. It's a classic. I laugh every year when I watch this movie. It never gets old. And I think that piles falling there. I don't think that one Christmas goes by without my wife and I driving past a whole bunch of houses that have a whole bunch of lights on it, and we call it a Griswold because of the movie. So yeah, and also, again, I'm going to keep saying it for every single film in this collection. If you have not seen Christmas Vacation, this is an absolute classic. It's hilarious. Look, Chevy Chase. I'm not the biggest fan of Chevy Chase, but to be honest with you, this is probably one of his better movies. So yeah, if you have not seen Christmas Vacation, 100% highly recommended. Oh, this one too is I think this is probably when I look at my Christmas movies in general, I think this is probably placed up there in my top 4. This would be my top 5, including Christmas Vacation. Scrooged with Bill Murray. This movie is if you want to talk about ridiculous slapstick films, this is the Christmas movie to watch. Okay, I know a lot of people love Elf. It's not on the same vein as Christmas Vacation, but it's just it takes the Christmas Carol story and it flips it around. Yeah, this is just so great. He's a television executive who's a complete asshole, and the ghosts visit him just like Scrooge. So that's why it's called Scrooge. But it's like a modern take on the Christmas Carol. It's fantastic. At the time of this filming, I'm going to be watching this movie with my wife, after I film this video. So she's never seen this one either, and I cannot wait. I'm super excited to show her this movie because Scrooged, I saw this for the first time, I think when I was 11 or 12 years old. I know I was a little young, but I saw this movie for the first time when I was that age. And ever since then, I have not stopped enjoying this film. It's basically, I need to watch this every single year. I didn't watch it last year, but this year I'm watching it. Next up is, I consider this two film, it's a sequel. It's a film and its sequel. So another one that that's a must watch every single year for me is Home Alone and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. I grew up with the Home Alone films. I grew up being a fan of Macaulay Culkin. To this day, I'm still a big fan of Macaulay Culkin. I follow him on his social medias, and the guy is just awesome. He's hilarious. And for me, Home Alone and Home Alone 2 they're absolute Christmas classics. I cannot go one holiday season without watching either Home Alone or both of them. So again, if you've never seen the Home Alone movies, I highly recommend them. They're over the wall ridiculous, especially with what Kevin McAllister and Macaulay Culkin's character does in the films. It makes no sense, but I love it. It's a fantastic film. There was, I think, a new one that was released last year, but I didn't watch that one because I am not interested whatsoever. But Home Alone are definite absolute must-watches every year. This one you're probably going to be to yourself like, why is this in your pile? So this is AVGN X3. Now the reason why AVGN X3 is in this pile, fell down there, is because on this set you have the nerd himself for Christmas. You've got the 12 Days of Shitsmas. And it's even a feature on the disc. I think they show it. No, they don't show it on the discs, but you've got the 12, right here. See the 12 Days of Shitsmas, the complete run. So it's 12 like mini episodes, all for Christmas. And I watch it every single year. I watch every AVGN Christmas special every year. So that's why I include this in here, because I'm probably going to pop that in tomorrow or something. I got to sit there and watch my AVGN episodes. I know a lot of people don't like this one, but Jingle All the Way is my favorite family comedy Christmas film. This is my favorite. And I watch it every year. I make it a tradition to watch Jingle All the Way every year towards Christmas. So I just love this film. Especially last year for Christmas, my wife got me Turbo Man. So that's amazing. Yeah. Jingle All the Way I'm a huge fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, so I cannot go at Christmas without watching this. And finally, I believe this is probably my absolute favorite Christmas movie of all time. Yeah, I know that's a lot to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. The Muppet Christmas Carol. From the moment I saw this as a kid up until today, I've always loved this movie. This is one of those films that I love, the Christmas Carol, and I know a lot of people love the Alastair Sim version, but for me, no one beats Michael Caine as Scrooge. I know, it's the Muppets. I get it. But it's just so amazing. Like, I know that there's the Muppet Family Christmas with John Denver, but the Muppet Christmas Carol, like, I grew up with it, like I said, ever since I was a kid. It's always stuck with me. I've always been attached to this film, and every year when I watch it, it brings me happiness and joy to watch it. So it's my absolute favorite. Like, I also love the Mickey's Christmas Carol. You know, I also, there was also the Patrick Stewart Christmas Carol. I didn't mind that one at all. But yeah, this is my absolute, like, I love Scrooged, but when it comes to Christmas Carol, this is my favorite interpretation. And it is my absolute favorite Christmas movie of all time.
What if he's hungry? He won't be hungry. Every other kid in the world's gonna feed him. Okay.
May your season be magical. Make it a blockbuster holiday.
Well, with that being said, there are a few Christmas movies and specials that I don't own. I just want to take this quick time before we get out of here to just slightly mention them. That's why I've got a blank screen, because I'm going to show you the photos. Batman Returns. I know it's a Batman movie, but to me that is a Christmas movie. I love that film, and I try to watch that anytime I can. The Grinch. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I'm not talking about the Jim Carrey version, which I do have love for, but if I'm going to buy one version for my collection, it's going to be the animated version from the 60s, narrated by Boris Karloff. Classic. Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean. I think the only way you can get that right now is on the Mr. Bean DVD collection, or if you go on YouTube or Tubi and watch it. That's one that I watch every single year without skipping a beat. Oh, the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special. That is a holiday special that's almost an hour long that has to be seen to believed. It is that weird. That's all I can describe it as, weird, and I watch it every year also. A Garfield Christmas. My wife loves that one, and I watch it with her every year also, even though it makes her cry. Eventually I'm going to have to pick that one up. Bump in the Night. I don't know if you guys remember that claymation show from the 90s. They did I think the final episode ever of Bump in the Night was a Christmas episode, and that's I think the one episode of Bump in the Night that I always watch, even every year. I didn't watch it last year or the year before, but I've tried to watch it every single Christmas, and Yeah, I never get tired of it. The Nutcracker Prince cartoon from the 90s with Kiefer Sutherland voicing the Nutcracker, highly underrated cartoon. If you can find that online, it looks like a Disney cartoon. It feels like a Disney cartoon, but it's not. It's a Canadian cartoon. I highly recommend it if you know the story of the Nutcracker Prince. Yeah, I highly suggest it. What else is there? We've got, A Charlie Brown Christmas, which is my wife's favorite. That eventually I'm going to have to pick up on DVD or Blu-ray. That's a fantastic one. Then there's The Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire, which, it's The Simpsons. I watched that one too. I try to make time to watch all the South Park specials, even though my wife doesn't like South Park. I try to find time to watch them. Elf with Will Ferrell. I don't own it in my collection. I don't know if I'm going to buy that film. It's a goofy movie. It's a silly film, but, like I said, with Christmas Vacation and Scrooge, those are my favorite, ridiculous Christmas comedies. Then there's the Claymation Christmas, which it's become a tradition now for me to watch every year. That was a special ran in the late 80s, and it was on CBS, I think, Will Vinton. Fantastic. If you guys can find that one online too, Claymation Christmas. Hey, it's got the California Raisins singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Who doesn't like that? Another one that I think is going to be a classic and I think is going to be a must-watch every year is the new one, Spirited, with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. We watched that this year and we laughed the whole way through. And for my horror fans, I don't know why I'm kicking myself why I don't own this movie, Krampus. That's enough said. It's from the director of Trick or Treat and Godzilla King of the Monsters. If you've not seen Krampus, watch Krampus, especially if you're a horror movie fan. And one last thing I want to show off. This is in my collection. This is the Alpha's Magical Christmas Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is on home video on VHS. Really cool. It's my cousin that got this for me a few Christmases ago, so I've never opened it. So it's technically a Christmas special in my collection, but I put it on display usually. And yes, there is a Power Rangers ornament in here. I can feel it. I'm just not opening up the cassette to take it out. So that's it. Now let's get out of here for the day.
Get ready.
Quiet!
Get set.
God save my little broken body.
For the funniest family movie of the year.
I don't want to!
Walt Disney Pictures presents from Jim Henson Productions, The Muppet Christmas Carol. It's a Dickens of an adventure, as only the Muppets can tell it.
I am here to tell the story. And I am here for the food.
Only in theaters, The Muppet Christmas Carol.
You know that food is wax.
Rated G. Starts Friday, December 11th at a theater near you.
So that's it. Let me know down below if you guys have seen any of these specials. If you guys like any of these movies or specials, let me know down below what you guys are watching, and let's just throw it out to the outro.
Come on, everybody, sing along.
Dashing for the plane, trying to make the flight.
Come on.
Mom and Dad just made a tiny oversight as they hurry home. Two robbers plan a heist, but little do they know he's got his home turf iced. Home alone, trick them every way. Oh, what fun it is to see two burgers get Bombay.
Home Alone, the Christmas gift of the year. $24.98 or $5 less with Pepsi rebate.
Now, wasn't that fun?
Rated PG.
All right, so thank you so much for sticking around and watching the video if you guys did. I really appreciate it. I want to wish you guys all a very, very Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching my videos and subscribing to my channel and just everything you guys have helped support me this year. My channel grew a little more this year, and I'm really thankful to every single one of you that subscribed and have watched the videos. That's all I gotta say. It's Christmas, and I just want to say thank you to all of you out there. Let's count down my favorite Christmas movies. It's Geeking Time. Welcome back, and a happy holiday season to all of you out there. Just like with the Halloween season, I took a look at some of my favorite Halloween movies. Well, I figured for the holiday season, let's do exactly that same thing. Watching Christmas movies, especially Christmas specials, are a staple for me in my household every single Christmas season. And I always have a select few Christmas movies that I absolutely love watching, whether it's by myself or with my wife. So, today, as I mentioned, I'm going to be counting down for you my absolute favorite Christmas movies of all time. Now, these are not exactly what I'm saying are the best Christmas movies ever made. However, these are my favorite movies, whether it's movies that I grew up watching, or movies that I saw recently and they really stuck a chord with me. These are really just my own personal favorite Christmas movies. Like I do with all these lists, before I get into my actual countdown, I want to go over a few honorable mentions. The first being The Nutcracker Prince, which is an animated film from, I believe it's the early 1990s, starring Kiefer Sutherland voicing the Nutcracker Prince. This is basically just a cartoon that is kind of like a Disney movie and tells the tale of a nutcracker. Really good, underrated Canadian cartoon. If you have the time, go check it out. Spirited, starring Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. This just came out last year, and my wife and I watched it together, and we had a blast. We just laughed the whole way through. I think that movie has the ability to become a Christmas classic and a Christmas must-watch every year. Plus, the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell is pretty good in that movie. Silent Night, Deadly Night. I mean, because who doesn't want to see a Christmas movie that is actually a slasher movie? Yeah, I know Black Christmas did that also, but Silent Night, Deadly Night, yeah, it's awesome. I feel like some people might get upset with this one because it's not on the main list, but Elf, starring Will Ferrell. It's a goofy, silly movie. I know a lot of people love it. A lot of people make it their staple. A lot of people in my family consider it one of the absolute best Christmas movies ever made. For me, it's not something that I watch every year. I like Will Ferrell, but I don't know. I can't watch that movie every year, so it's just an honorable mention for me. Okay, so with the honorable mentions out of the way, let's get straight to my countdown. Violent Night. A dysfunctional, wealthy family become the targets of a home invasion, and as Santa Claus, yes, the Santa Claus, delivers presents to the house, he unwillingly steps in to save the day in a brutal and violent fashion. This is basically Die Hard, but with Santa Claus as John McClane. This was only released last year, and I wasn't expecting much when I put it on. However, I loved it so much, I even included it in my favorite films of 2022 list. This really isn't an idea that should make any kind of sense, let alone work, yet it does. Bonus points to David Harbour, whom took this role and made it amazing. The Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. The events of the film take place during the original Beauty and the Beast film, where Christmas is not celebrated, as this was the day that caused the entire castle to transform into what they are. However, Belle wants to bring Christmas to the castle and show the meaning behind the holiday. On the other hand, we have an evil organ, voiced by the iconic Tim Curry, who will stop at nothing to stop Belle from bringing Christmas and keep Beast tormented. Honestly, it isn't the best movie, but for some reason, I always steer towards watching this one, especially since Beauty and the Beast was my mom's favorite Disney film. It's cute, it's fun, and the kids will enjoy it. Plus, Beauty and the Beast are iconic. Krampus. Here we are with another dysfunctional family. Young Max is a true believer in Santa Claus and the holiday spirit and writes a letter to Santa. When his letter is discovered, he is humiliated, causing the dysfunction to rise, angering Max, whom rips up his letter, thus summoning Krampus and all of its evil holiday demonic minions, as Max fights to save himself and his family. I love horror films, so I had to have one on here. The film was done by the creator of Trick or Treat, so I think he gets the holidays. It's one of those films where the set and character designs are fantastic. If you love Christmas and you are a massive horror fan like I am, please go check this one out. The Santa Claus. On Christmas Eve, Emotionally detached divorcee Scott Calvin has his son for the night. Uncertain how to bond, the night is bland until his son hears noise on the roof, where they go to investigate and discover Santa Claus, whom falls off the roof, dying and leaving the suit behind. Scott puts on the suit and starts delivering the toys. Upon heading to the North Pole, he's advised by elves that he is now Santa as he put the suit on, which Scott refuses to believe until significant changes happen to him. As everyone around him starts to refuse the fact that he is Santa Claus, Scott must prove that he in fact is and remind the world of the holiday spirit. It's a great film, and Tim Allen is great in the role of Santa Claus. This is a must-watch every season. I just wish Disney wouldn't have milked it with unnecessary sequels and that unnecessary TV series. Gremlins, the first of two alternative Christmas movies on my list. Banker Billy receives an odd pet for Christmas from his father, a mogwai his father named Gizmo, with 3 important rules. Say it with me now. Don't expose it to light, don't get it wet, and most important, don't feed it after midnight. Well, suffice it to say, after accidentally getting Gizmo wet, he spawns further mogwai, whom in turn trick Billy into feeding them after midnight, causing the mogwai to change into mischievous gremlins, wreaking havoc on the city on Christmas Eve, where it is up to Billy and Gizmo to stop the gremlins. Like many others, I love this film. I playfully argue every year with my wife that this is indeed a Christmas movie, where she disagrees. It's a fun monster movie, which in turn spawned some really bad knockoffs. And if you've never seen this and are open-minded to films, I promise you will love this one. It's a Wonderful Life. The Christmas classic. George Bailey is depressed due to giving up on his dreams, and on Christmas Eve contemplates suicide. With this, George's guardian angel Clarence, whom has yet to receive his wings, is shown George's life and all the good George has done, and so Clarence is tasked with saving George, where he intervenes and shows George what life would be like without him. The film culminates in a heartwarming and uplifting finale. 78 years old this film is, and 78 years later, it is still a Christmas staple. I think that shows how powerful the message of this film is. This movie was nominated for 5 Academy Awards upon its release, and has multiple entries on the AFI lists. I shared this with my wife for the first time last year, and she absolutely loved it. And after 78 years, this film still holds up. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Bored with the yearly routine, Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King and King of Halloween Town, stumbles upon Christmas Town, which reignites his passion for the holiday and becomes inspired to steal Christmas and do it himself, roping in all the monsters from Halloween Town to aid in his quest. Meanwhile, Santa is kidnapped and sent to the evil Oogie Boogie. When Christmas goes awry, Jack must return to save Santa and make the holidays right. I think this has been a film that I've loved for as long as I can remember. I watched it so much on VHS that I broke it, prompting my mom to get it for me on DVD one Christmas. And eventually, I upgraded to Blu-ray. Some debate, is this a Halloween flick or is it a Christmas flick? I think it's both, but I prefer watching it at Christmas. Plus, Tim Burton did state that this was made out of his love for the Rankin and Bass Christmas specials. I must pop this one in every year and sing along, as I never tire of this classic. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. All the Who's in Whoville love Christmas. However, the mean old Grinch whom lives on Mount Crumpet does not. The film mainly follows the book, yet adding more prominence to Cindy Lou Who, whom tries to see the good in the Grinch. Well, he's still the Grinch, and plots and nearly succeeds in stealing Christmas, yet is overcome by happiness. Okay, I love this movie. I watch it every year, and Jim Carrey is just great as the mean one, and Ron Howard did a fantastic job directing it. So I don't understand where a lot of the hate for this movie comes from. Maybe I'm biased as I am a lifelong Dr. Seuss fan, and okay, it isn't as great as the animated special, yet it's still a Christmas classic. Plus, I have fond memories of seeing this when I was young in theaters with my mom. Put this one on, trust me, it is a great Christmas film. Love Actually. This entry is from my mom. The film follows several people leading up to Christmas and their stories of love, heartache, and happiness. That pretty much sums it up. My mom loved this movie, as every year she watched it without fail. I remember seeing it in theaters with my mom and my family, which was a lot of fun. There's a specific scene with the incredible Emma Thompson that always made my mom cry, and now the same effect is on my wife. This is an ensemble cast. Like, seriously, Google this film. So many great actors that were already established, as well as starting off, who are well known today. Every year to kick off the season whilst decorating, my wife and I put this one on. What was once one of my mom's all-time favorites is now a yearly tradition in my home, as it is truly a wonderful film, leaving you happy and full of love, as well as in honor of my mom. After seeing this,
I've got a sneaky feeling you'll find that love actually is all around.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Clark Griswold wants to have a memorable Christmas with his family, and when the extended family comes around, mayhem ensues. First, I don't like Chevy Chase, yet this is a Christmas classic. Seeing Clark try to make the perfect Christmas with a lot of mishaps, as well as his struggles with work, is very relatable, however, blown out of proportion. I used to find it funny when my mom watched it on TV, as there is a scene in the movie that always made her call her siblings and laugh at it. The other thing, whenever I see unnecessarily over-decorated homes with Christmas lights on them, I call it a Griswold. Look, this is as much as a Christmas classic as the other films, and this will have you laughing all the way through. Batman Returns. You have Die Hard? I have Batman Returns. The second and last alternative Christmas movie on my list, Oswald Cobblepot schemes to take Gotham City with his orphan story, leading him to become mayor. Through all this, Selina Kyle is killed by her boss, where she returns as the Catwoman. And of course, Batman is still trying to protect Gotham City. Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, teams up with Catwoman to take over Gotham City and rid the city of Batman. However, the Dark Knight will always protect his city. Wait, I said this is a Christmas movie, right? Oh yeah, the movie takes place during Christmas, with references throughout. Guys, it's Batman. My favorite Batman era. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, Danny DeVito as the Penguin, and in my opinion, the best Batman of all time, Michael Keaton. Trust me on this one. Us nerds need Christmas movies too. Just remember,
mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it.
But a kiss can be even deadlier if you mean it.
Scrooged. Bill Murray plays Frank Cross, a greedy, shady television network executive, in this modernized comedic retelling of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. I've always been a fan of Bill Murray due to Ghostbusters, and so I wanted to see this when I was old enough to. Gosh dang it, I love Scrooged. Bill Murray brings his A-game here. The three ghosts are also cleverly done that they keep you entertained, specifically the Ghost of Christmas Present. Not my favorite Christmas Carol adaptation, We'll get to that one later. Yet this is, in my opinion, the best adult-themed Christmas comedy ever made. Home Alone and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. Okay, I legitimately couldn't decide, so both. Same story, two different films. In the first film, Kevin McAllister is left at home by mistake when his family rush out to make their flight due to an overnight power outage. In the second film, the family don't forget Kevin for their flight. Rather, Kevin boards the wrong plane going to New York City and is alone in the Big Apple. In both films, there's a character whom terrifies him only to realize how kind they are, and in both films, he must fend off bandits Harry and Marv. I don't care. I've loved these movies since I was a kid, even being a big Macaulay Culkin fan, and spoiler, that hasn't changed now in my 30s. There were many sequels after Macaulay Culkin left, but the less said about those, the better. A bit unrealistic with the traps, but Kevin was always the coolest kid around. I'll never tire of this one either. Jingle All the Way. Howard is a workaholic whom barely makes time for his family and always breaks his promises. After a night of bonding with his son over the superhero Turbo Man, which is Christmas's hottest toy, his son advises him that he wants this toy. So Howard's wife advises that it would be nearly impossible now to find. Assuming Howard bought the toy, which he didn't, Howard sets off on an impossible mission on Christmas Eve to find the toy. What ensues is hilarious hijinks, mishaps, and the importance overall of family. Arnold Schwarzenegger is my all-time favorite action star, and so it's great seeing him in this family comedic role. We also have the late, great Phil Hartman as the scummy neighbor Ted. I actually had my own Jingle All the Way moment when the Turbo Man reissue came out, yet my wife for the win on that one. Hate it, love it. This is my favorite Christmas comedy of all time, and I don't care. This is one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best role. Just don't be stealing those freshly baked cookies.
Oh, these cookies! I gotta get the recipe from Les. Put that cookie down now!
The Muppets Christmas Carol. Hands down, the best, in my opinion, Christmas Carol adaptation. Hands down, the best, in my opinion, Christmas movie ever made. I don't know what it is. I just love this movie with a passion. I mean, I'm also a huge Muppets fan. The moment my parents got this for us as kids, I knew this was it for me. Michael Caine, to me, will always be Scrooge. Even with his other roles, I just think Scrooge. And he delivers a wonderful performance here. The Muppets have no right to make an adaptation this amazing, yet they did. The songs also are very catchy that you'll be singing along. Another film that I cannot skip watching every Christmas. I can't wait to have kids of my own and watch this with them. After this video is done, I'm definitely going to put this one on and relax and sing along. Guys, this is my absolute favorite Christmas movie, hands down, of all time. Do yourselves a favor, watch it this year. There you have it. That is my list. Those are my personal favorite Christmas movies to watch every single year during the holiday season. Now, with that being said, did I miss any? What are some of the Christmas movies that you guys love to watch? If there's anything that you guys love to watch, let me know down in the comments below. So I do have a list also that I'm going to be bringing up to you guys. This is going to be my list of my favorite Christmas specials. For Halloween, I did my my Halloween specials first, and then I did my Halloween movies. However, this time around I decided to flip it around, the Christmas movies first, and the Christmas specials. So stick around, because in a couple of weeks, I'll have my favorite Christmas specials up and ready to go, and you guys will be able to, you know, bask in the fun and nostalgia and retroness of all those Christmas specials. It's Christmas time. Why am I subjecting myself to this? It's geeking time. So I was going through my Christmas films and specials, and I remembered that I owned this. Feeling the nostalgia, I put it on. And honestly, regret is an understatement with how I feel about this. You want to see the Power Rangers fight monsters at Christmas? Perhaps Krampus? A Jack Frost variety? Well, fuck you! Alpha 5 is gonna sing Christmas carols in the command center. No, seriously, I'm not joking. Alpha's Magical Christmas, the best Christmas special ever, said no one. Alright, let's do this. Alpha greets us as he's putting the finishing touches on his Christmas tree before Christmas arrives, which makes him so happy. I didn't know robots have emotions. I always thought they had emoticons. In fact, he tells us that he wasn't always feeling this way, and then in fact, he was sad just this morning. The same that I was when I found out I was reviewing this. And with that, we fade black to earlier that morning. And no, I didn't add that effect in.
Cheer up, Alpha. It's Christmas Eve. Although it does seem strangely quiet without the Power Rangers.
But where are they, Zordon?
They have a very important mission this Christmas. They are helping Santa get all the presents ready for the children.
Uh-huh. A Mighty Morphin Power Ranger special that barely has the Power Rangers in it because... I don't fucking know. Alpha claims he knows how to bring the Power Rangers home for Christmas. Not their own homes. The command center. By putting up decorations, and that's sure to bring the Power Rangers and Santa home. Zordon advises to Alpha that he doesn't have a Christmas tree, which is acknowledged, yet Alpha does say that he has wonderful decorations. Zordon corpsing tells Alpha to press the red button.
Press that red button? Wait, is it gonna kill everybody? Press that blue button?
This summons a Christmas tree, exciting Alpha, exclaiming that this is what he's always wanted. And now the Power Rangers would be sure to come home. Let's see, almost 2 minutes in and no Power Rangers?
With a real tree and lights, I'm just like everyone else. So now the Power Rangers will have to come.
Now, Alpha...
Oh, Zordon, I know the Rangers have a lot of work to do, but Christmas just isn't the same if you were all alone.
Oh, come on, Alpha. I'm standing like right fucking here. Now we have our first Christmas song of the special, Oh Christmas Tree, where we see various children decorating their trees. Again, this is a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger special. We are 3 minutes in, still not here.
I know the Rangers have a lot of work to do, but Christmas just isn't the same if you are all alone.
Alpha, what's your beef with Zordon? I mean, the thing only made you.
I know, Alpha. I can't promise the Rangers.
Zordon tells Alpha he's made arrangements for company. He tells Alpha to press the green button and to get ready for Christmas magic, which teleports children from all around the world to the command center where upon arrival they all group hug Alpha 5.
Remember, never tell anyone you're home alone and never give anyone your address.
As this is happening, they are all singing Here We Come A-Caroling. Honestly, I think I know where the budget went for this special.
Welcome to the command center. Thanks for coming to my magical Christmas party.
Because these kids had a choice.
Anytime, Alpha!
Zordon states that now that the children are all here, the party can begin. What party? It's past their bedtime. So Alpha asks the children of the corn if they all want to make decorations with him, which they all shout yay in excitement, which makes Alpha happy. Good on you, kids. Comply with your alien abductors. The kids make decorations as Alpha states he's got some magic of his own. Got another button on that console you want to press? And now they're singing Deck the Halls while making decorations for the tree. Honestly, when JDF was pitched this, he was like, no way, I'm not doing this. I'm saving my vocal talents for the Turbo musical.
It's those machines, they have the means, they use the keys of tuning.
Also, what the fuck is this about? He can make shit appear with his fingers, but he needs to press a button to make a magical Christmas tree appear?
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like, your opinion, man.
Alpha claims that the command center looks Christmassy, and that the children did a great job as they all cheer. Alpha somehow knows that different families have different Christmas traditions, and speaks to a little boy named Steven, asking him what his family traditions are. Stranger danger? The boy tells Alpha that he goes sleigh riding. Alpha asks if there are jingle bells on it.
It's a trap!
He says yes. Fuck another song! Yep, they burst into Jingle Bells. The viewing globe shows sleigh riding as Pedo 5 dances with the children. After the song is done, a little girl suggests making Christmas cookies, where Alpha shrugs. Yay! Your idea was dumb, that's why you're clapping alone. 2 seconds later, Alpha has cookies, and we cut to, yep, you guessed it, another fucking song. This time singing Good King Wenceslas while decorating cookies. That's totally my new ringtone. Hello? Oh, can I call you back? I'm just doing a review. Okay, bye. Where were we? Oh yeah, they're still fucking singing. So after finishing this song, another little boy named Michael claims that he's been thinking about presents. And oh boy, a mere seconds after finishing that previous song, we go into another song. This time they start singing Up on the Housetop. So at this point, we're over 11 minutes into a 23-minute long Christmas special and still no Power Rangers. We're halfway through the special, almost. How the hell did we sit through this crap as kids? Alpha gives the children presents and tells them not to open them before Christmas. You wanna know what's not in there? Anything related to the Power Rangers. One child asks Alpha if Santa will come visit her. And so Alpha explains to her that Santa comes to visit all good kids. As he mentions this, the alarm of the command center goes off.
Oh dear, not on Christmas.
Relax, Alpha. It's just a direct communication link with the North Pole.
Gather round, children. It's Santa and the Power Rangers.
And finally, after 13 minutes, we finally see the Power Rangers through the viewing globe. So Santa greets the children through the viewing globe, but the Power Rangers don't say any kind of word. Alpha mentions to the kids that Santa is lucky because he gets to travel the world at Christmas.
This is the worst.
And so guess what that segues into? More singing. They burst into singing Jolly Old St. Nicholas as they're all playing with toys.
Now remember, don't open these until Christmas morning.
How's that one working for you, Alpha? No time is wasted as we directly go into I'll Be Home for Christmas. Because Alpha is alone and misses the Power Rangers. Despite Zordon and many kids against their will being there with him for Christmas. We see some more of the Power Rangers in the viewing globe. Most random flashback scenes. I guess the studio didn't want to pay.
The Power Rangers, they're my best friends.
Don't be sad, Alpha. You know they would be here if they could.
Shut up, Susie. No one agrees with you. No, seriously. The Power Rangers actors were severely underpaid. Zordon now tells Alpha that it's time to transport the children back home, which makes Alpha momentarily sad, but then proceeds to thanking the kids for being there with him. Again, against their will. The children tell Alpha they have a gift for him.
Before we go, we have a present for you.
For me? Oh goody, what is it?
We'll give you a hint. It doesn't need batteries, and it will never wear out. And you can take it wherever you like.
I give up. What is it?
It's love.
Why, that's the perfect Christmas gift.
I truly hope you're not sick of the Christmas carols because Alpha and the children sing one last song in Silent Night. I honestly really wish that this special would have been called Alpha's Magical Christmas Carol, starring random kids and Zordon, and only featuring a cameo appearance from the Power Rangers. That would have made a lot more sense. Why the fuck is Silent Night still going on? It's the longest sung song in this whole special. You guys are making me loathe Christmas carols now.
Goodbye, children. Merry Christmas.
And those kids were never seen or heard from again. The command center alarm goes off again for a second time, shocking Alpha. Don't worry, there's no threat because at 19 minutes and 51 seconds, we finally get the Power Rangers. Well, 3 of them, as Green Ranger Tommy, Pink Ranger Kimberly, and Blue Ranger Billy cameo in.
Oh, I just knew you would come.
I'm really glad you did, Alpha, because I was starting to wonder if this was actually a Power Ranger special or not. Zordon advises to Alpha that 3 of the Rangers are away with their families.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody.
Quick, all together so we can cut costs.
The others are still at the World Peace Project.
Which is a sugar-coated way of saying they got their asses fired in real life.
With as busy as you all are, it's wonderful you took the time to visit us.
That's right, and we have to get back as soon as we can.
Yeah, but we couldn't leave you guys here alone for Christmas.
Well, it worked just fine for you, Kimberly, throughout this whole entire Power Rangers special.
Holidays are the best time to share good wishes with the ones you love.
That's right, Billy. And my Christmas wish for you, Alpha, is that you'll always have a smile on your heart.
Tommy, you're my favorite, but I don't really think you understand the concept of how a robot works.
We hope that the new year will bring happiness and harmony to you and your families.
In a safe world, where you'll be free to grow into the best person you can be.
And for all of us, may this be the year we have peace on Earth.
Who the hell are you talking to?
Okay, Alpha, we have to go. Santa's waiting.
Yeah, because this cameo is getting expensive. Alpha tells the Power Rangers that before they go, 2 minutes into their cameo, that he has a special surprise for them.
We've had a great year together, Rangers, but before you go, we have a special surprise for you.
The end of this crap? No, Alpha proceeds to make it snow to the Power Rangers' forced excitement.
Wow, this is what I call Christmas magic.
No, I call this fake snow you could buy at the dollar store. As the Power Rangers and Alpha say goodbye, they sing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," where another clip show of random moments plays. As they all wave goodbye, finally.
Wasn't that fun, everybody? Thanks for sharing my magical Christmas with me.
Yo, Alpha, what the fuck? There's less than a minute left. What else do you want from us? Alpha wishes us all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, thus ending a painful 23 minutes that I am never getting back. Holy shit, what was that? We watched this trash as kids. Watching this special now, some 30 years later, it was tough to get through. Mainly due to the fact that for a Power Rangers special, it has little to nothing to do with them at all. Why would we want to see Alpha and some random kids decorating the command center while singing Christmas carols with a cheap blink and you'll miss it Power Rangers cameo really towards the end of the special? It's simple. We come here to watch Power Rangers kick monster ass, not sing Christmas carols and corpse at fake Dollarama snow. Saban knew he could milk Power Rangers for all it was worth, and it's crap like this that proved just that. I honestly wish that I had one positive thing to say about this special, but I really don't. All the respect in the world, and I miss Jason David Frank every single day, for the three of them that showed up for this special, but not even they can save this freezer-burned trash pile. I mean, I guess if you love the Power Rangers and you just want a simple Christmas special where you're barely gonna have the Power Rangers and just some singing, I mean, I guess this is for you, but I think it would be a lot more wise to seek out the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers episode, I'm Dreaming of a White Ranger. At least in that one, you have the Power Rangers fighting. Okay, enough of this. I need to transport out of here, back to my own command center, and watch some actual good Christmas specials.
Now that the children are all here, Alpha, let the party begin.
Does anybody want to make some Christmas decorations?
Hey, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fans, here's your chance to spend the night before Christmas with Alpha. Alpha's Magical Christmas, on sale from Saban Home Entertainment.
Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this review. This was a lot of fun once again to do. This is just my fun opinion on this special. You know this one's gonna be a lot of fun. Today I'm taking a look at my favorite Christmas specials. It's geeking How's time. Everyone doing out there? Guys, we are literally maybe as a week or so away from Christmas. Can we believe that? Maybe a few days away from Christmas. Oh my gosh, guys, it's coming so fast. Every year the holidays come fast. Halloween comes super fast, New Year's comes fast, Christmas comes fast. The holidays always come fast. So you gotta take a step back, you gotta drink it all in, and you really need to make the time to do everything you want for the holidays, because sometimes if you don't, it'll pass you by. Was I saying that? Oh yeah, because in that case, I love to watch Christmas specials. I find that it's going too fast the holiday season, and sometimes I don't get a chance to watch those Christmas specials. So I try to make time to watch them every year with Christmas movies, Christmas specials, man. And then there's the copious amount of Christmas shopping that you do as well. So time gets past you when it comes to the holiday season. However, with that being said, like I said, you still gotta make time for some of those fun things to do during the holiday seasons. Like I said, watching Christmas specials. And today I am gonna be counting down my absolute all-time favorite Christmas specials. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun because Christmas movies we love Christmas movies. Christmas movies are classics, but there's a lot of Christmas specials that, you grew up with and that you're like, oh, I gotta watch this every single year. And it just brings back that nostalgia in you because sometimes you watch some of those things that, man, I haven't watched that since I was a kid, and you rediscover it later on as an adult. You're like, oh man, that brings back so many memories. And that's one of the things that I absolutely love about Christmas specials. As was the same with my Christmas movie countdown list and my other countdown lists, I always like to do some honorable mentions before I get into my core list. So with that being said, okay, maybe some of you guys might be scratching your heads like, why isn't that on the core countdown list? And there are some specials on the core countdown list. You're gonna be like, wait, that was there, but this wasn't there. As I mentioned, these are my favorite Christmas specials. All right, so to start off with the honorable mentions, we have Beavis and Butthead, Ha Ha Humbug / It's a Miserable Life. I don't know what it is. I just love Beavis and Butthead. Every time I watch it, every time my wife watches it with me, we just laugh uncontrollably. And this Christmas special is no exception. This is literally a spoof of A Christmas Carol and a spoof of It's a Wonderful Life, done in pure Beavis and Butthead fashion, and yeah, it's just hilarious all the way through. The Robot Chicken Christmas Special. Robot Chicken. Enough said. Christmas. Enough said. Combine the two, you get one of the most bizarre, funniest Christmas specials you can get, especially with Santa Claus traveling to Japan to give toys to all the anime characters. It's odd, it's bonkers, but it's hilarious. Elmo Saves Christmas. Okay. My wife loves Sesame Street, and we plan on, when we have kids of our own, to show Sesame Street to our kids. And we actually dug this one up last year, and we're like, it's kind of cute, and I can definitely see myself, when I have kids of my own, showing this one to them. So that's why I'm definitely putting this as an honorable mention on my list. Olive the Other Reindeer. This is a special that's based off of a book. Drew Barrymore does the voice of Olive, who thinks that she is a reindeer. It's a cute film. I know that my mom loved this one a lot too, so she would watch that every holiday season. And now I try to watch it as much as I can to every holiday season. Actually, if you've never seen or never heard of Olive the Other Reindeer, I recommend it. Rugrats, The Santa Experiment. If you're a 90s kid, you grew up watching the Rugrats. And this was one of those Christmas specials that stuck with us, honestly. Especially with the fact if you don't want to get a lump of coal in your as a present. But yeah, I love it. I watch it every year as well. Nickelodeon, old Nickelodeon cartoons, which you'll probably see a specific Nickelodeon tune on my countdown list. But yeah, Rugrats Santa Experiment, very good. The Angry Video Game Nerd, The 12 Days of Shitsmas. I was looking at the catalog of AVGN related Christmas episodes, and he's got a lot of good ones. But this 12 episode long arc of just him unwrapping shitty games for 12 days straight for the holidays is a testament to, him committing himself for his fans and doing something like that. I found it was unique, and I actually do watch this every single year without fail. All right, so with the honorable mentions out of the way, grab yourself a Christmas beverage, grab yourself a snack, and let's get straight into my countdown of my all-time favorite Christmas specials. South Park, Mr. Hanky's Christmas Classics. When it comes to adult-themed cartoons, The Simpsons and South Park are my favorite of all time. In this special, Mr. Hanky takes us on a journey with the citizens and some non-citizens of South Park as they sing holiday songs. There isn't much to it. South Park has always put out great Christmas episodes, but I find myself drawn to this one. Kyle sings I Have a Little Dreidel, where everyone joins in, a highlight of the show, but the show stealers are Santa's rendition of Duran Duran's Rio and Cartman's version of Oh Holy Night, which after hearing, you'll think is the best version. The only thing I still don't understand after all these years, what the hell are the Frizzies?
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
'Twas the night before Bumpy. Mr. Bumpy isn't content with his gifts, so he hatches a plan to journey to the North Pole and steal Santa's bag. Mr. Bumpy ropes in Squishington to assist, where they encounter odd yet helpful characters along the way. Meanwhile, back at home, Molly Dolly is trying to organize the best Christmas pageant ever. Bump in the Night was a short-lived claymation series which I used to always watch. A lot of shows from our youth had Christmas specials, even the more obscure ones like Bump in the Night. The only thing I dislike is that it is over an hour long, where it could have been a 30-minute special. If you don't know what Bump in the Night is, or never seen this, I believe you can find it on YouTube. Go check it out, it's a lot of fun. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Depressed over the holiday season, Charlie Brown's friends try to cheer him up by having him do their Christmas pageant. When a Christmas tree is required, Charlie Brown finds the puniest tree and is ridiculed for it, only to have Linus intervene and explain the meaning of Christmas. How is it that I don't like peanuts, yet here they are? In all fairness, my wife loves this special, and I watch it with her every year, despite my boredom. But I put this here for her as, okay, I can't deny it is a classic. Just remember, it is okay if you have the puniest tree. It will stand out. Santa Who, and It's a SpongeBob Christmas. Sorry, I couldn't decide. In Santa Who, Sandy tells SpongeBob about Christmas, which prompts him to get excited and start spreading holiday cheer, waiting with all of Bikini Bottom for Santa, only to have Squidward rain on their parade. Next up, in A SpongeBob Christmas, SpongeBob is excited for the season, Squidward is Squidward, and Patrick wants to capture Santa to get his gifts. However, Plankton, tired of being on the naughty list, sprinkles Jerktonium on fruitcake, where he tries it on SpongeBob to no effect. SpongeBob thinks it's delicious and starts giving it out, only to have the citizens of Bikini Bottom become jerks. These are both equally hilarious and equally Christmas classics. SpongeBob's pure excitement and songs in both specials are infectious. I love the animation a tad more in the second special, as it is an homage to the Rankin and Bass specials. As a huge SpongeBob fan, there's no way I was excluding these specials. Tales from the Crypt and All Through the House. A greedy woman kills her husband for the insurance money. When she brings the body outside, she begins a night of terror, being stalked by an escaped criminally insane patient as she tries to fend him off and keep him away. The problem is, her daughter is too excited for Christmas and Santa, waiting to let Santa in. The episode ends in true Tales from the Crypt style. Looking back at my favorite Christmas movies list, I should have moved Beauty and the Beast out and swapped it in with Silent Night, Deadly Night, as this is such an awesome Christmas slasher that I feel a lot of inspiration from that film was in Robert Zemeckis upon writing this, down to the Santa killer with an axe. This episode is super campy, yet great. The late Larry Drake as the killer is brilliant too. Tales from the Crypt is one of my all-time favorite shows, and I couldn't be happier that there's a Christmas episode. The Simpsons roasting on an open fire. Bart gets a tattoo, thinking it'll impress his mother, and so Marge requires using the Simpsons Christmas Fund to have Bart's tattoo removed. Mr. Burns cuts the annual employee bonus, prompting Homer to part-time as a mall Santa, where Bart exposes him. Upon receiving his severely low Santa paycheck, Homer tries to flip his pay at a dog race, losing all of his money, yet gaining a new family member and the perfect family Christmas gift. This is actually the pilot episode for The Simpsons, and a memorable pilot it is. These days, 34 years later, The Simpsons don't have the same appeal as it once did, but one thing's for sure, a lot of memorable moments came from them. just like this one. Grab your old VHS player, give this a gander this season. Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree. In this story, coexisted with the Muppets, even presented by Kermit the Frog, Mr. Willoughby, played by Robert Downey Jr., wants the perfect Christmas tree. At the same time, the family of mice living in his home want the same thing. When Mr. Willoughby finds the perfect tree, it is too big, so the tree is cut, thus being passed around. All the while, Mr. Mouse is trying to find the perfect tree for his family. This is a very underrated and overlooked Christmas special. Robert Downey Jr., my favorite actor, is great as usual. It's also wonderful to see the late Leslie Nielsen here too. There's also the heartwarming mouse family story. It's a great special to watch with the family. I think part of the charm is the inclusion of the Muppets and Robert Downey Jr.'s performance. It's highly underrated, yet highly recommended. Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. Pee-wee Herman hosts Christmas at the Playhouse with many popular, albeit at the time, celebrities. Pee-wee also has an extremely large list of presents for Santa, which may cause some children to go toyless this Christmas. This is absurd, odd, bonkers, and bizarre as it can be. There's a scene where Pee-wee gets a phone call which bores him, walking away, for the caller not to realize. This makes me laugh every single time. Maybe I'm just as sad as everyone else that Paul Reubens passed away this year, but if you grew up with Pee-wee's Playhouse, Pee-wee was an icon to us. This special may be outdated, as it is a product of its time, but it still garners lots of fun and laughs. Mickey's Christmas Carol. It's Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, but with Mickey and friends. Uncle Scrooge is Ebenezer, Mickey is Bob Cratchit, Donald is the nephew, Goofy is Jacob Marley. We also have the three ghosts, Jiminy Cricket as past, Willie the Giant as present, and a cigar-smoking Pete as future. I don't feel the need to go over the plot, as we all know this timeless classic story. Growing up, we watched this special every Christmas, and I continue this now. If the Muppets are my favorite film adaptation of this story, then this is my favorite television special version.
What did he say?
A Claymation Christmas. In this special, by Will Vinton, dinosaurs Rex and Herb present various musical segments, animated through claymation, and set to Christmas songs. All the while, different characters appear in between segments, singing made-up versions of Here We Come A-Caroling, where Rex is convinced the lyric is Here We Come A-Wassailing, trying to prove it. Oh, and we get, in my opinion, the absolute best rendition of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, performed by the California Raisins. I've always been intrigued with stop motion, mainly claymation, and Will Vinton was a master, if not the master. Honestly, the special is creative, inventive, well-written and sung, and highly entertaining. This is sure to make you feel nostalgic for Christmas past, as well as get you in the spirit for this Christmas. Another highly underrated and overlooked special. It's an absolute classic. He-Man and She-Ra, A Christmas Special. It's the twins Adam and Adora's birthday, yet Adam is helping Man-at-Arms with the Sky Spy to help, spy on Skeletor. When Orko goes to the Sky Spy, he messes around because he's Orko, teleporting to Earth, where he meets two children whom teach Orko about Christmas. In a side quest to bring Orko back, She-Ra adventures out to find a crystal to bring the Sky Spy with Orko back. Orko returns yet with the children, whom spread Christmas cheer, causing Horde Prime to enlist Skeletor and Hordak to stop them, as he believes this will cause his demise. The whole thing culminates in classic Masters of the Universe fashion, where even Skeletor learns the meaning of Christmas. What more do I need to say about this special? It's my one, it's so bad it's good Christmas special. Masters of the Universe will always be Masters of the Universe in all of its cheesiness. And that is on full display in this special. Skeletor feeling good about helping and Santa Prince Adam make this whole special legendary. Santa Claus is coming to town. Postman SD Special Delivery Kluger narrates the story of Kris Kringle, whom as a baby is taken in by toy maker family, the Kringles, where he grows up to become a toy maker himself, delivering toys to children where it is banned by the mean Burgermeister Meisterburger. Kris also meets the Winter Wizard, whom he helps become nice. Ultimately, in the end, Kris becomes Santa Claus. Rudolph is a classic, but this one is my favorite Rankin and Bass special. I just love the scenery and characters. My mom also used to say that Kris looked just like my uncle of the same name. A little darker in nature, but a classic and wonderful special to behold with the family. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The mean one, the Grinch, hates Christmas. Yet Whoville and all the Whos down in Whoville love the holiday. Jealous of their gift-getting, the Grinch hatches up a plan to steal Christmas from Whoville, where in the end, the Grinch comes to realize that Christmas might not be about the presents, but a little bit more. Narrated, as well as the Grinch voiced by iconic and legendary Universal Monsters actor Boris Karloff, with a theme song just as legendary as its special. This is one of 3 mandatory views at Christmas. I love the Jim Carrey film, don't care for the recent computer animated film. This is the absolute best adaptation of Dr. Seuss's iconic classic story. This one makes me feel like a kid every time I watch it, and I will always love this special. A Garfield Christmas. John Arbuckle takes Garfield and Noni to his parents' farm for Christmas, where they celebrate with John's parents, brother Doc Boy, and grandmother, the sassiest and greatest TV grandma ever. Odie makes the perfect gift for Garfield, and Garfield learns more about grandma in one of TV's saddest scenes. In the end, it's a relatable and at times eccentric story of spending Christmas with your loved ones. With Garfield at the center, the second mandatory view at Christmas, we never forget to put this one on. It's classic Garfield, and the scene with the grandmother kicks you in the feels when she speaks of Grandpa. A scene so powerful that I actually tear up thinking of my late grandfather every time. Damn it, Garfield. Okay, I consider this to be the perfect animated special ever, and admit it, Garfield's Christmas gift machine at the beginning was on all of our lists. Get some eggnog and some snacks, and immerse yourself in this Christmas classic. Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean. I bet you didn't think this would be my all-time favorite, did you? Dim-witted Mr. Bean is celebrating Christmas as we follow him into a department store where he plays with the nativity scene in one of my favorite scenes ever, to taking a Christmas tree, to accidentally leading a band, and meeting with his girlfriend. All this is done on Christmas Eve. The next day, Christmas, Bean prepares, or at least tries and fails to prepare, a turkey, where that iconic scene comes from, and having supper with his girlfriend, giving her what he thought was what she wanted for Christmas. My absolute mandatory Christmas viewing. In my opinion, this is the absolute funniest Christmas special ever conceived. I've watched this special every year since it first aired, and I die laughing every time. Mr. Bean is one of my favorite comedy series ever, and the hilarity is on full display in this one. From all the chaos to the Christmas gift mishap and explosion in the end, I always spend time with this dim-witted and chaotic yet lovable oaf. If you're looking for one special to watch, I highly recommend this one.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean.
there you have it. That's my list. Like I said, I'm not saying that these are the greatest Christmas specials ever made. No. These are my favorite Christmas specials ever. These are the Christmas specials that I personally love to watch every single holiday season. Is there anything that you love to watch that maybe, oh yeah, you know what? That is a good special too. Let me know down below in the comment. And let's talk Christmas stuff, guys, for the next couple of days. I don't know. All right, with that being said, Christmas is almost here, guys. Oh, are you guys excited? Because I'm pretty excited. I get like a little, you know, whenever it comes towards the holidays, I'm like, I don't like Christmas. I'm like angry. I'm one of those. I prefer Halloween, but that when it gets towards Christmas, I'm like a little kid. I'm like, I can't wait. But yeah, that being said, are you guys excited? Because I know that I really am. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. I actually have Christmas vacation coming up. Yeah, I got holidays time for the holidays. So I'm gonna be sitting back. I'm gonna be relaxing. I'm gonna get myself a nice big old cup of eggnog, and I'm gonna just chill and ring in the new year with my wife, just on vacation. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Those are my plans. Those are what I'm going to be doing. Nothing. Well, I'm going to probably see some family for Christmas, but you know, everybody sees family for Christmas. Boom. Well, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that compilation video. Be sure, guys, to subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified whenever I got some brand new content, and comment down below. Like I said at the beginning, stick around for the end of the month. I will have some newer videos up. I am going to go continue wrapping some presents because it is that time of year. I'll see you guys in the next one, and happy holidays.